Welcome back to Vagabond Gypsy Tarot and Oracle readings. Today we are doing a special Imbolc 3-card pull, but I wanted to start out by celebrating Brigid, Goddess Brigid. Goddess Brigid, and it says right here, is the creative spark. She is celebrated usually on the 1st of February, which was yesterday, but I have celebrated her for the first week in February, actually. And Imbolc is a pagan festival where they honor the goddess Brigid. It's when, like I said, usually celebrated between the 1st and 2nd of February each year. Imbolc originated as a festival to honor the pagan goddess Brigid, because it marks the halfway point between winter solstice and spring equinox. So we are coming out of our dark season, our season of death of the land, and it's time for new things to be born. Imbolc literally means in the belly, and it's one of the 8 Sabbats and is a symbol of spring. So Imbolc is a symbol of spring. When Imbolc hits February 1st, 2nd, I am like ready for spring to come. New beginnings and growth in the land, growth in the plants, everything. I mean, I live in the northern hemisphere in a cold state, so everything's is dormant right now. And Brigid is also a very powerful goddess for this celebration as well. She is known to be the patroness of healing, arts, fertility, poetry, agriculture, music. She has many different aspects to her, and she's also associated with, she's like known as the goddess of fire as well, of the sun and the hearth. So you could light a candle today and give thanks that spring is on its way in the northern hemisphere anyways, and rebirth and the returning of the light. That's what I'm celebrating her for. And actually, not just what I'm celebrating her for, but that's one of the things I celebrate her for. She has many different aspects that, if you're interested, you should. There are many books out there that you can get and read up on her. Maybe I'll have an in-depth course on some of the goddesses, but at this point we're just going to keep it simple because we want to get our readings done. But I wanted to make note of it today, and I know that I'm a little late, but better late than never. It's still the 2nd. But yeah, I mean, she has many different aspects to her and many different faces. So you certainly can, like I said, look her up, and maybe you resonate with one of her faces, one of her aspects that she represents. So anyways, we are going to keep her here. I have 3 cards. I'm going to actually do it like this. So this is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So what I'm going to do is, I don't have any stones out. I have my grid here, and I have my rose quartz wand. But what I'm going to do is associate the piles numerologically, the numerology of number one stands for pile one. So if you are resonating with new beginnings, opportunity, and potential, pile number one might be your pile. If you are resonating with partnerships, duality, and balance, pile two may be your pile. And if you are resonating with growth, expression, expressing yourselves, or groups, being in groups, working in groups, expressing yourself in groups, pile three might be the pile for you. So pile one, new beginnings, opportunity, potential. Pile two, partnerships, duality, balance. And pile three, growth, groups, expression. So go ahead and think about those piles for a moment, and if any of those resonate with you, we will see you back here for your reading. We'll be back to pile one here shortly. Okay, welcome back, pile one. Let's move this around. This is your card here. So pile one, we have Bridget next to you here. Yeah, let's go ahead and find out what. I have no more to say on that. I was thinking there in my head. Okay, protecting treasures is your oracle message for the week. So I'm getting the feeling that number one stood for new beginnings, opportunity, and potential. I'm getting the feeling that you are holding close your funds or your heart or your energy, and you're afraid to move forward. And I mean, it's good to keep your space clear and clean and protected, but I think the message this week is saying that you are protected as well by the divine, by your guardian angels, and they want you to know that it's okay to move forward a little bit and you'll be safe and secure. So I don't know if I should have used the word like guarding or hoarding things tight, but it's almost as if it's an emotional card as well. Maybe you've been hurt and your guardian angels are saying, you know what? You are protected. You're safe. You've made yourself safe. You've made your little nest egg. You've made your little space, and that's fine. You can always go back to that, but they want you to move forward and build that strength and courage. I feel like something might have happened that has wounded your heart or your courage to move forward. Let's see if we can get a clarifier. And this isn't going to be a huge long reading. I'm just doing quick 3 card here. So Bridget also is a reminder that things are, like I said, being rebirthed, and life is creative spark. Life is beginning again. This might be kind of a message to you as well. Maybe Bridget and your numerology for the pile you picked for new beginnings is telling you that you should move forward with those new beginnings. And we've got the Two of Pentacles, which is a card of, it can be a card of juggling things, just having fun. And that's what I think that's what I think your main card here, protecting your treasures. I think the message from your guardian angels or your spirit guides or whoever family that has passed on is saying that they want you to be a little more flexible and have fun and move forward. You've like it's like you're afraid to move forward and you want your safe space, but it's saying move forward. The Two of Pentacles, the two is of balance, and there might be a little bit of an imbalance going on, is what I'm seeing. So yeah, I really think that that is the message here. It's okay to have fun, and it's almost as if it's telling you to be a little bit more flexible. Don't stay locked away. Don't keep your heart closed. Don't keep your mind closed. Don't take a bad situation and have it hold you down forever. Yes, have fun. Enjoy and move on, move forward. And I mean, you might be something that you want to do, like maybe you tried a venture like a job, let's say. Let's use the job as an example, or a relationship. Maybe you tried, maybe you, okay, let's use the job first. So if you like started a new project and it didn't work out, it's almost as if you lost the courage to move forward and be flexible and do it in a different way, come at the situation in a different way. And that could be with a love relationship or a friendship as well. So anyways, I think that I will end this reading right here, because there's just so many rabbit holes I could go down. But I think that if it resonates with you, she looks like she's protecting everything that she has because she's afraid of losing it. Or yeah, that's what I think. And this Two of Pentacles is saying, have fun, be flexible, try new things. Things will work out. And the main message is that your spirit guides are with you always. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, and we will see you back again for pile 2 if you'd like to join us. Welcome back to pile 2 reading. You were the pile of partnership, duality, and balance. And Bridget is here for you as well. Well, all 3 piles. Let's see what your message is here. Goblins. Okay, so I'm going to say that I think that this cute little card is saying that you're fearful of something. I mean, if you look at this, just the name, goblins. Let's take a look at the card for a couple minutes, or a moment here. Yeah. Fear is in your head. I mean, it's you might be holding some anger, and that anger could be for yourself as well. Maybe it's self anger, or you could be holding the anger for others. So basically, if you look at this, if you look at the word goblins, it's like you're building these let's say, enemies in your own head. You are the one that's making these little characters that are stopping you from moving forward. Yeah, I mean, you can't succeed in anything unless you move forward and try. And you're never going to move forward and try if you carry every defeat or every situation that didn't work in your favor. If you think of that every time you go to do something, you won't do anything. So from this point on, I am saying that you should move forward and leave your shadows behind you. Maybe you need to do some shadow work. I made a collage, a shadow work collage, and it's not reachable for me to grab right now, but it's around here somewhere. Anyways, what I did was I put in, I cut out pictures of things that made me feel like I felt toward a situation or a person. I actually had a person in mind when I made my collage, and so it was a lot easier for me to cut out the pictures and put them on. And I keep the board. It's a couple years old actually, but these goblins are representing your shadow self. So they are everything that we probably don't want people to know we have, you know. They could be anger, resentment, envy, fear, anything that stops you and gives you a low self-esteem, gives you low self-worth. It's self-sabotage, basically. So let's go ahead and pull another card out of another deck, just as a clarifier. I'm just doing one card, and then we have Brigid here to remind you that all things are new starting today. The season is new, and it's time for creative new things to begin, and it's time for you to hide those goblins. We all have them. I know we have to live with them and work with them, but the number 8, this is the 8 of Swords, so the number 8 numerologically means action. So I'm just going to use that as my theme and not any other words. It's telling you to take action and move forward, and don't let the goblins bring you down. So the swords, 8 of Swords, is the card of absolutely powerlessness, confusion, restriction. I mean, it is of self-sabotage all the way. So that is clarifying what I was saying about the goblins in your shadow self, is they are self-sabotaging you. I mean, the swords are the suit of reason, and this is telling you to use some of your reason. This is a beautiful card. This whole deck is beautiful. Well, actually, all 3 of these cards are stunning. But anyways, my point is that the 8 of Swords is the self-sabotage card. So it's you restricting yourself and causing your own confusion and your own heartache and your own self-sabotage. So I would actually suggest everybody do a shadow board. I did it on like that thick kind of corky, it's like a padded paper, but or like a cardboard. It's like a padded cardboard, a filled padded cardboard. It's like poster. It's like a sign like you'd put out for your garage sale board. And I cut it in half, and it's a small one, but maybe I'll show it to you sometime. But it still works for me now, because my shadows, I feel are my shadows, so I think it works no matter what. But anyways, thank you for joining me here at Vagabond, Gypsy, Tarot, and Oracle, and I hope you enjoyed this reading for my pile 2 people. Partnership, duality, and balance was your pile. So we will see you back again. If you want to join me for pile 3, that's coming up next. Welcome back, pile 3, for your reading. So pile 3 was expression, groups, and growth. So let's see what your pile is. Okay, so it says rock bottom. So my pile 3s may feel like they've hit rock bottom in a situation, possibly. The only way that you can get yourself out of that rut is to move forward and accept things as they are, whatever the situation is, and know that you may not be able to change it, but you can change you. And until you accept that and realize that there's nothing else that you can do, you aren't going to move forward. So you have to pick it up and move forward and accept what has happened. That is the only way that you're going to free yourself from this feeling. And again, Bridget is here to welcome in the halfway point to spring, which is entering us into a new season, or if you want to look at it, new growth, new possibilities. So that's the great thing about the change of seasons, is that it fits in perfectly well with our lives. It gives us a reason to say that as well. It's time for us to pick it up and growth new ideas. Look for higher ground and release and surrender what you cannot change, basically, is the message here. Let's pull another card as just a little clarifier. But yeah, to me it seems like for my pile 3, expression, groups, and growth. So it may be a new way of expressing yourself is the way to get yourself out of this feeling that you have. And there we go. I mean, Ace of Swords is truth and justice, but upon it all, it is the card of reason and movement, and it's the beginning of the sword suit. So it's time for you to use some reason and see the actual truth of what your situation is. And that might be part of why you got down to this level, is that, again, I'm going to use another pile had the shadow self is what I brought up. I'm feeling like it's the shadow self that's bringing you down to this rock bottom situation that you're in. And as I said, the ace is the beginning of the tarot path in the suits, And it's the card of justice. So justice will be done with your situation, whether, and maybe you were brought down to rock bottom for a reason. Maybe somebody did something that wasn't right, said something or did something that caused you to hit this point. Excuse me, I'm drinking. Again, if you want to look at the aces of one, I mean, it's time for new opportunity, new beginnings, new potential. And that's what I think. I mean, once you've hit rock bottom, there's nowhere else to go but up, right? So I think that whatever the situation that you're in, the very good news is that you've hit the rock bottom. There's nowhere to go but up. And with Bridget here, she is here to help you with that creative spark, with your new beginnings, your new reason. Whatever this is has caused you to be very reasonable. And once you get out from underneath this is what is there for you. So, I mean, we can all sit and reasonably be upset or be sad, but then it's time to look anew, look at our new aspects, look at our new potential, look at our new growth. And you could find that in groups as well, since pile number 3 has to do with groups as well. It might be a new group of people that you hang out with, or maybe you should find another group of people to hang out with as well. Doesn't mean getting rid of people, getting rid of groups or anything, but I'm just saying that adding groups is not gonna hurt, and you might be able to see things in a different perspective. But also, I would like to say that a shadow board might work for this pile as well. I said that earlier. So what I do is cut out pictures of keywords that I find are my shadow aspects, and if there's a person involved, it's somewhat easier. Like if somebody has irritated you or made you sad or made you frustrated, it is also helpful to use that person when you're picking your pictures, because it shows you truly your shadow self on a board, and you can look at it and say, wow, that's not how I want to be. At least I don't want to, let people think that. We all have to work through our shadows, but a shadow board might be good for you as well. So anyways, pile 3, I think that the good news is that you've hit rock bottom and there's nowhere to go but up. And actually it looks like the energies around you are all in your favor and there for you to move on. So I hope this helped, and happy Imbolc, happy Bridget Day. And as I said, I'm going to celebrate Bridget and light a candle and do my little things here for her for the next few days. And actually, tarot is part of how I met Bridget as well, through tarot conference that celebrated Imbolc, and Brigids. So it's kind of like coming full circle here. So I hope that you enjoy this beautiful season, and we will see you back again at Vagabond, Gypsy, Tarot, and Oracle readings. Thanks for joining me.